Today we install some more brass parts on the B17-Betty and the C10, so stay tuned. Evening everybody, and welcome back to Radioactive Scale RC. And today we're going to do some more upgrading on the B17-Betty and the C10. We're just going to do a little bit of brass upgrades on the C10, nothing major, but the B17-Betty is going to get some new stuff today. We've my last video, which you'll see in the top corner there, I'll put a link to it. We did the axle aluminum axle cases in the last video, and that was all that we got done because I was waiting on parts, and unfortunately I didn't get the hot racing parts that I was hoping they would come in. They got me the APS parts, which I'm going to give them a go, and we'll put them on. They're a little lighter than the hot racing ones. So we've got the brass steering knuckles. They're 6.8 grams each, so we're going to install those. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're going to put those in today, and I got only one set. They only had one in stock, so I could only get one of the Brass Hex Weights, and they're 6.8 grams each. And 6.8 grams. Hopefully you guys can see that part number. Okay, and then we've got two of the Diff Covers that I plan on putting on the C10. These are the 5.5 gram Diff Covers, and we're going to put those on the C10 because I've got the aluminum ones on the Betty already that came with the axle cases. So that's what we're going to do today. So I will get the trucks lined up and get them ready to go. We'll start with the Betty, and I'll be right back, so stay tuned. Okay, so we got the Betty ready to go. I got the tires off, the body off. It's just a lot easier to do it when we got those off. So if you remember from the last video, we had a little bit of a worry that these screws that hold the knuckles on were moving within the aluminum housings there, and I did put a little bit of thread lock on them, and they are not moving now with that thread lock. So I am hoping that we don't have any issue getting those out of there, but I did use the blue thread lock, so we're gonna find out here right shortly, because the new knuckles, I have to use those same screws. I thought they would come with a set of screws, but they do not. They come with the little grommets to allow me to tighten that down, so I'm really hoping that the grommets stop the screws from turning, which they should. So let's get the old ones off, and then we'll get into the new ones and start putting them on. So we'll still haven't gotten a good tool set yet, so I'm still using the one that I showed you on my last video that comes with your truck. See there? Oh yeah, they're really loose in there. Like, I was really worried about these coming out. So we'll get these ones off, and we'll try not to make this video too long, guys. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since the last upgrade, so it took a couple weeks to get these parts in, and a trip to the city to get them, and I'm hoping to pick up something in a week or so that'll be totally a new build. I got some plans for something, and I'm hoping that's gonna work out. So there, and we've got to take our link off for our steering, and then we should be able to start putting the other ones on. But yeah, I'm really hoping that these fit well, because they're not hot racing. They are APS, but I can't see why they wouldn't. They're the same size as the factory ones, just in brass, so I don't see why they wouldn't work. We're going to give them a try. Hopefully they work. Okay, so we got that one out, and we're going to leave that screw in that link, and then this one we're going to have to pull all those bearings and stuff out of there and pull the cup out. Alright, so there's our drive cup, and we'll pop those bearings out. Okay. Alright, so we got that one out. Now we'll do the same thing. Oh, that bearing came out nice and easy. And that, we'll pop that other bearing out and we'll get into the new stuff. And that. Perfect. Okay, let's get into the new ones here. Get my knife. I'll get cut into her. Yeah, they're a little lighter, I think. I think the hot racing ones were 9 grams or 8 point something, I think they were. These are a little lighter at 6.8 grams, but with all the parts we're putting on this sucker, I still don't have a scale, and I wish I had bought a scale before I started this project, just to get a weight difference, but unfortunately I didn't get one yet, and I still haven't got a pad here to get better color for you guys, or better contrast for you, so I do have the blue towel down again, just to make it easier for you guys to see. And I'm trying all different type of angles on my videos with the camera to try and get a better angle for you, and so far this is the best one I've found, so we're gonna go with that and hopefully it works. Okay, so we're gonna pop all that out of there, make sure not to lose these little grommets. Should have 4 of them. 2, 3, and 4. So we got all 4. Let's have a good close look at these. So yeah, so there's the knuckle. It's marked right on it, 6.8 grams. The machining looks really good. Yeah, they look really nice. The machining looks really nice. So yeah, they look pretty good. They don't look cheaply made, that's for sure. Alright, so let's get the bearings in there. We'll start with that. We will start with the bearings. Oh boy, they're a tight fit. There's one. One in the back. Okay, so our bearings are in. One in the back and one in the front. Then our shaft will go back through there. Make sure you put it on the right way so that the cup, your dog bone cup, is on the inside there, so it catches your axle. And this is going to go this way. It goes to the front. And this bearing just popped out on me. Just give me a sec, guys. There we go. Okay, so now we'll get her lined up in that cup. And I do believe that these are threaded, so yep, they fit. Okay. I was a little worried that they wouldn't fit over top of those, but I don't know why I was worried about that. I'm sure that they're the same as the factory ones, so they're meant to go back onto the factory, and we were using the factory knuckles on these. So okay, so now we just got to get her screwed on there. Oh yeah, and we lost her. The screws are so small, so you just got to line up that cup, make sure that your steering link goes the right direction. And you put it on there. Okay, so we're sitting in there pretty good, I think. Okay, might have been easier just to take the axles off, and we got to take one of those very, very small. I will show you that, how small that is. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's how small those grommets are. Very, very small. And we got to drop that in where the screw goes. Oh yeah, here we go. And I bet you if I drop it in that way, it's going to, yeah. You know what we might do? No, I don't think I have to. Let's just, I was gonna take the whole axle out, but I don't think we have to. I just need to, I'm trying to keep it on the camera for you guys while I do this. Okay, so now we just take that grommet. And, oh, we lost her. It's over there. They're very small. That's a very, very small. So get it in the hole like so. And then we get the screw in there. Yeah, that's gonna make a world of difference, I think, for getting these screws torqued in. And we're starting. So perfect. So we've got that grommet in there, and we're starting to yeah, I can feel it tightening up already. So yeah, that's gonna make a huge difference. I might have to go back and put some grease on there maybe, but I don't think so. You can see a little bit of the thread lock that so yeah, now oh, so much better. Yep, that's the difference, guys. That grommet makes a world of difference, because now it turns freely and I've got that screw pretty cranked down. Trying to get as much content up as I can, and with work and everything else going on in the world that we all know, kind of takes me away from getting what I want to get done when it comes to the channel, but I'm doing my best. And like I said, I've got a new series coming up that I'm looking forward to getting done. So okay, we got that in there. Get our grommet in there. That works really well, to just stick it on the end of the wrench and drop it in there. That works out really good. The screws are so small. Takes a little bit of getting used to. And we shouldn't have to center our servo this time, because we didn't disconnect the servo. So it's just a matter of getting these in, and then oh, that's just so much better. It just feels so much better. I'm so happy about that. I just don't think they would have stayed in there very well on the plastic knuckles. I think they would have worked their way out on me eventually. Even though they're threaded on the axle cases, it just, you can't crank down on them, because then they won't turn, because they don't have those grommets. So I'm pretty happy with the way they're feeling, and they're going in the threading in there just perfect. Just perfect. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we've got them on, and they turn freely. Now it's just a matter of redoing our steering links, and we've got her cased. I can't remember what it is. So there we go. We've got the... That doesn't look right to me. What did I do wrong? Well, that's why we have the... Yeah, so they go on top of the links. So that's what we did. See? Same as when we did the axials. I will get these on, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so we got them all back together, and I love how they're turning. Nice and smooth. No binding, the screws aren't moving, the screws are in there nice and snug, and we got nice movement. Really nice. And yeah, I think I can feel a little bit of difference in the weight on that, for sure. I'm still waiting for my local hobby stores to get the shocks in stock. I want the Hot Racing skid plate. There's a few more parts that I'm waiting on to get in stock. So, and hopefully they come out with a bumper for this Hot Racing. They haven't yet. I haven't seen anything yet, because it is different. And same with I do have the Hot Racing aluminum bumper, but it won't fit on the C10 either, because of the way the bumper is. This bumper mount is a little bit different. It probably fits on the Jeeps, which I'm assuming that's what it was for. But I did pick one up because they had it in stock. So yeah, it's a little different on there too. So let's get into I'll show you the part numbers here again. These are the APS Brass Hex Weights, 6.8 grams each. So we'll see how these go on. I'm not 100% sure. They look pretty good. So let's get into those, and we'll get those added. and we're moving along here on this Betty build. But parts are hard to get these days. Really, really hard to get. I'm trying to get some 110 scale stuff. I'm looking for another 1080 Hobby Wing speed controller. No one's got them. They're on back order from the manufacturer. Like, there's just so much stuff out there right now that they can't get. And from what I've been understanding and reading is that there's a shortage on microchips worldwide. There's been a shortage since the pandemic started, so that could be an issue for us RC guys when we're looking for electronics. Hopefully not, but that's what we've been reading and seeing on the news. Okay, so we'll get those out. They look pretty intense too. Oh, I had a knife and I grabbed another one. Okay, let's put those away so I don't hurt myself. Get that out of the way. All right. So again, oh, they've got some weight to them. 6.8 grams. You actually feel that. So they just go over your hexes. Simple install. Okay, simple install. They just got the notch out there for the hex pin there that goes in your drive shafts. Okay, and there's your new hex. So that's pretty simple. So I've got those little pins over here. We'll get those over. And we'll get them back in, and we'll get those on, put the tires on, and see what kind of weight difference we got. I was thinking maybe I would put them on the back, but I think I'll wait till I get another set. We'll put them on the front for now. My plan is to do all four, so these are what I got, and if they get some more of these in, I'll buy them the same ones so that I'm the same all the way around. So there we go. She goes on there nice. And then we just throw our tire on. She should fit in there just fine. And we'll put our tire on. Yeah, not a very long video today, guys. Just wanted to do these parts. I had them for a week now. I got them last week, the week before I think it was. Not this week past. It's Saturday right now. Saturday evening. I got them when I went to Edmonton for work, so I was there and I picked these up because they had come in, but not what I was hoping, but I took them anyway. So I was hoping for the hot racing and they got me these ones. I bought them anyways. They weren't too bad. I think the knuckles were 40 Canadian, $39.99 Canadian. The weights were $23.99 Canadian, these hex weights. And I can't remember what the diff covers were because I had one already, and then I grabbed another one from them because they had some more. Oh geez, yeah, that's really putting some weight onto that truck. We're gonna have to get a scale, and I'll have to go back in RC Athlete's videos. He did weigh his Betty before he did any upgrades to it, and then we can do a comparison. So that's a bonus. I'll be able to go back in his videos. And if you don't know RC Athletes, he's another Canadian RCer down in Calgary, Alberta, and he's got a channel, RC Athletes. If you don't haven't subscribed to that, go subscribe. Or go check him out and subscribe. It's an awesome channel. He does lots of crawling stuff. Really, really more on the out trailing and crawling than in the shop working. Yeah, he's got some good videos up there. I watch him. Every new one, and I've pretty much watched 60% of his videos. He's been on there for 10 years now, I think, and I've tried to watch as many of his videos as I can. Yeah, RC Athletes. Yeah, really good. Okay, get this one on, and that'll button up our build for today, our upgrades for today. That hex lined up better. They are pretty heavy. I'm surprised how heavy they are. They do have some weight to them. Oh, get in there. There she goes. Nope, she doesn't want to get in there. Am I not getting her lined up good enough, or do we have some brass machining parts sitting in there? Looks pretty clear. Maybe you can hear some noise. There we go. In the background, guys, I got one of my 3D printers running, so hopefully you guys can't hear that. It's my big Delta. I'm printing some stuff off, not RC related, so it's a long print, a day-and-a-half print, so it's in the background going, so hopefully it's not too loud in the video. I don't think so. It's a pretty quiet printer. Alright, so we are pretty much at the point of finished. Just get that done. And then we'll put those covers, I'll throw those covers on the C10, and then we'll have a look at them, and then that'll be that for this upgrade. Perfect. There we go. Now we have those upgrades, and I do feel like it's the balance of that. Watch that in the center. She goes right to the front now, so that's really added a lot of weight to the front. Just those two 6.8 gram hex weights. So that's pretty good, really good. I'm happy with that. So once we get some on the back, that'll help too, and it'll really help out. So yeah, so we'll get a close-up look of those on there. Hopefully you guys can see that. They're all in there nice. They turn really nice. Really happy with that. Okay, I'll get the body back on, guys, and I'll do the diff covers, and I'll be back, and we'll have a look at both the trucks, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Just wanted to come back and talk to you for a sec. Reference, I'm just doing the diff covers on the C10, and just like in the last video when we did the change out of the axial cases on the B17-Betty, there's very minimal grease inside that diff, like not much. This one's really dry. I'm very surprised how dry this one is. So I just wanted to come back and let you know that when you do that, it won't hurt to put some more grease in there. So I just have my little grease here, and we'll put a little bit of grease in there. So yeah, it's really dry in there. So I put a little bit of grease on my stick. I just got a toothpick here, and I put some grease on the gears, just like that. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, but enough that there's more in there than there was before. Okay, I just wanted to pop back in and show you guys that there needed to be some more grease put in those diffs. When you pop them open, it doesn't hurt. Okay, I'll be back when I get these put together, and we'll have a look at them. So I'm working on the fronts, and I just wanted to come back and show you what I'm doing here. So to get that front diff cover off, what I did, and I'm sure other guys have done something different, but I just pulled the links off, the steering link off the knuckles, and I got it out of the way. Just push the servo up to get it out of the way so that I can get the cap off. With the steering link in there, you can't pull it far enough to get the cap off. And again, you notice there's no grease in there, so I'll be putting some grease in there. And just a reminder, when you're changing out these diff covers, you've got to pull that bearing out of the back of the stock one, because they do not give you a new bearing with the brass ones, so you have to pull that out and put it into the brass one before you reassemble. So yeah, I just wanted to come back and show you that, what you have to do to get to the front one to get it off, because it does partially hold in the servo mount with the top two long screws of the diff cover. Okay, so I'll get this on, get it greased up, get it on, and get it back together, and I will come back and we will have a look at the two trucks, and yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, we're back, and I just forgot to mention, and when I cut out to show you, I took the links, the steering linkage off and everything. I took the bumper off too. So the bumper comes in one piece. You can just take the bumper out of the mount, but I took the whole mount off, unplugged it from the ESC, which is a simple plug back into one of the LED spots. There's two of them on the. Don't want that body to drop. Two of them on the ESC. They're marked LED, so you can plug them into either one. Okay, so I had to take that off to make it easier to get to that front diff. So that's all back together down there. I just got the bumper to put back in, so we're going to plug her back in. So there we go, that is done, and the Betty is done. So there we go. So there's the next set of upgrades that we've done, mainly to the Betty. The Betty is what we want to beef up. It's gonna be a beefed up Betty. So all the accessories that I can get, the upgrades I can get, I'm going to get for this. Hopefully they come out with some more, like a front bumper, you know, a rear, maybe a rear bumper, something more that we can beef this up with. We'll get some more brass weights for the back, hex weights for the back, and hopefully they'll come out with the skid plate for the center. I know they have them for the other SCX24s, but I don't know if they're going to fit on the Betty. So yeah, so that's what we did today, guys. So I appreciate you coming and watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click the thumbs up and the bell to be notified when I put more content up. And I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to my channel over the last week or so. I think I gained 3 or 4 this week, so that's great. So welcome to the channel, and thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. 170 even, I think, today we're at, so we're slowly creeping our way to that magic number of 1,000. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you at the next one. Be safe and cheers.